Every time a big lottery win hits the news, the story sounds the same. Ordinary person, ordinary life, one ticket, one moment, everything changes. And most people stop thinking right there. They shrug, shake their head, and say the same sentence they've been saying for years. Pure luck. But if you slow it down and really pay attention, something strange begins to emerge. Because it's not just that people win the lottery. It's the same types of people who seem to keep winning. Not the same names, not the same towns, but the same patterns, the same psychological fingerprints, the same emotional tone. And once you notice that, it becomes very hard to unsee. Now, let's be clear. The lottery is built on probability. The maths is brutal. The odds are long. No amount of positive thinking can magically override the numbers on a page. But probability only tells you what can happen. It doesn't explain why it happens to certain people and not others. Because someone always wins. And the real question is not, can I beat the odds? The real question is, why does it always seem to land on people who think, feel, and behave in surprisingly similar ways? This is where most discussions stop being honest. Skeptics shut the door too early. Manifestation crowds swing it too far open. The truth lives somewhere quieter, somewhere uncomfortable, somewhere that forces us to look at how belief, identity, attention, and chance actually interact. Because luck, real luck, is rarely loud. It's subtle, it's calm, it doesn't beg. And the people who experience it most often are rarely desperate for it. That's the first clue. Here's something that unsettles people. Probability does not choose who wins. It only ensures that someone will. The lottery is a massive field of potential outcomes, millions of doors. And then just one opens. The maths guarantees that. But what probability does not explain is who is psychologically aligned to step through that door when it does open. This is where identity comes in. People don't attract what they want. They attract what feels familiar. And for many people, deep down, winning feels dangerous. They fear responsibility. They fear change. They fear being seen. They fear losing what they already understand. So even while they fantasize about winning, another part of them quietly resists it. That internal tension matters. Now look at how many lottery winners describe their experience. They weren't frantic. They weren't obsessing. They often forgot they'd even bought a ticket. Some nearly didn't even check the numbers. Some felt oddly calm when they realized they'd won. That calmness is not accidental. It suggests a nervous system that isn't in survival mode, a mind that isn't screaming lack, an identity that doesn't feel threatened by abundance. And this is where the law of attraction is often misunderstood. It's not about visualizing harder. It's not about affirmations shouted into the void. It's about what feels normal to you. If disappointment feels normal, you unconsciously expect it. If struggle feels familiar, you recreate it. If luck feels foreign, you push it away without realizing. But if good outcomes feel acceptable, if success doesn't threaten your sense of self, if receiving doesn't trigger guilt or fear, then chance has a very different relationship with you. And this is a good moment to pause and ask something important. What do you expect, deep down, when things are left to chance? Drop a word or a sentence in the comments below that describes your honest relationship with luck, whether you consider it good or bad. Just noticing it will begin to change it. There's a word people hate when it comes to luck: chosen. It sounds unfair. It sounds mystical. It sounds like destiny picking favorites. But let's reframe it. What if being chosen has nothing to do with worth, and everything to do with readiness? Readiness to receive, readiness to adapt, readiness to accept change without collapse. Some people are psychologically prepared for sudden shifts, others are not, and life seems to know the difference. This is why rituals, numbers, and patterns show up so often in lottery stories. Not because the universe cares about your lucky number, but because meaning sharpens attention. Attention changes perception. Perception changes behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. This is really important, and it's worth repeating. Attention changes perception. Perception changes behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. When someone feels connected to an outcome, they show up differently around it. They notice opportunities. They trust impulses. They act without hesitation. That alone separates people more than luck ever could. The lottery, in many ways, is just a mirror. It reflects how you relate to uncertainty. Do you tense up? Do you fantasize but expect disappointment? Do you joke about bad luck as if it's part of your identity? Or do you allow the possibility that life could surprise you in your favor? The uncomfortable truth is this: many people don't lose because of bad odds. They lose because their self-image cannot tolerate a win. And once you see that, the idea of luck changes completely. It's no longer something random that happens to you. It's something you quietly allow or quietly block. The lottery isn't proof that the universe is cruel or generous. It's proof that reality responds differently to different internal states, not because it's moral, not because it's fair, but because alignment matters. And when someone finally drops the identity of being unlucky, something fascinating happens. Doors open, timing shifts, opportunities appear, not always in the form of a jackpot. This can apply to all aspects of life. That's the legacy code: not chasing outcomes, not begging chance, but becoming the kind of person who doesn't argue with good fortune when it arrives. If this video resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe so that we can continue this journey together.